Hey guys. Um, yeah, I'm sorry about the live today, but I already had about, I don't know, there's probably a good 20 questions that I have to answer. So I know when I get on the live, everybody starts, throwing more questions in, and I just wanted to just go at a nice, even pace. And just be able to pace myself, pause the video, go to the restroom and whatever else, and just take my time with it rather than, have a bunch of stuff activity going on. So that's just, you got to take care of yourself. However, you got to take care of yourself sometimes. Um, and a lot of you actually commented saying that you were kind of going through some tough stuff right now too. A lot of emotional purging, a lot of in your face kind of energy. So if you're going through that, I'm about to do a blessing for all of us, that are going through massive purging right now and are trying to heal on a deep level, old wounds and all kinds of things. So don't doubt yourself. Just don't doubt yourself. Whatever shitstorm's going on, be discerning as to what's your energy and what's somebody else's energy. And don't let people project onto you their own stuff. You know what I mean? No, just be the space for that. Just be really present in the moment and be the observer rather than the interactor. Do you know what I mean? Just be the space for whatever chaos is going on in your life and allow it to be there. Validate your own feelings. Just really be there for yourself. And take care of yourself however you need to. Take a bath, take a walk, call a good friend, and you know that kind of thing. So, but don't let anybody make you feel bad about yourself or who you are. Um, thank them for giving their input. Yeah, nice to hear. Okay, thank you. And then just don't take the advice if you need to. You know. So, oh, I don't know why. For some reason, I'm shuffling the tarot cards. All right, I guess we're supposed to see something. The cards are the Hermit, the Five of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. So this kind of looks like a necessary purging of people pleasing by the feminines and the masculines. Like really being able to speak your truth and knowing your worth and knowing that you are spectacular just as you are without needing to change anything. And we have an abundant time coming up ahead full of passionate new creative ideas, inspiration, downloads, things like that. So we're coming into really, really good times. And this is just we're like the man with the Midas touch. So anything we touch turns to gold. So don't let the dark side influence people around you in your environment to take you down or to bring you down or to make you doubt yourself or any of that. There are a lot of let me check in on that for a minute. It's just where the lights are burning the brightest right now. There is dark energies that are trying to squash that light, put a lid on it, so don't let that be you. Don't let that be you. All right. So I wanted to ask Spirit for a little bit of guidance on this, and then we'll get into everybody's questions. All right, so we have Sacred Destiny. I'm going to pick one of these Sacred Destiny. Spirit, what advice do you have for us at this time, or what do you want to let us know about that's going on in this wonky energy? What do you want us to know about right now? Where are we at, and what are we looking at? Okay. Illumination. So illumination. I don't think I've gotten that one yet. Illumination. Okay, illuminate. Oh, that's funny. It's right after healing chaos. So we must be going through the healing chaos, the spiraling tornado right now. But maybe we're coming into the illumination. So let me read Spiraling Tornado also first. I'm just going to skip right to the meaning. When you receive this card, it acknowledges potential chaos or the need for chaos as an activator for profound healing. Oh my God, I just said that. If your life seems chaotic, know that it has an underlying energy of healing. You are being healed on all levels. You are a healer. Alternatively, if your life is calm to the point of being stagnant, this card suggests that it might be time to create a bit of chaos in your life. It will activate healing. Do the unexpected, mix life up a bit. Okay, so now we're going to go to the illumination. The upward spiraling mists rising in the mountain suggest that those in the realm of spirit, your spirit protectors, ancestors, and guardians, are close at hand, assisting you on your upward journey of illumination. They are protecting you and supporting you. Your spiritual life is expanding by leaps and bounds. Even if you can't see what's up ahead, spirit is close at hand. And if you draw this card, trust your heart in what you feel more than what you see and what you think. Let me repeat that. Trust your heart and what you feel more than what you see and what you think. And you will be guided in a wondrous direction. Okay, so you're being illuminated through this chaos. Okay. They just said ideas and concepts come to light. Well, maybe both. Okay, that's great. We could always use some of that, right? Okay, so is there a spirit animal helping us at this time? And if so, can you please let us know what animal? Okay. What animal is helping us at this time, please? Time of upheaval. I just saw an anchor, like somehow we're getting anchored down in it, like anchored down in our truth, unwavering, being unwavering in a flexible way. Cow spirit, oh my God, this is so crazy. The miracles are endless. Okay, so, oh my gosh. This is so crazy. There's been so much eagle energy lately. I just got an eagle painting thing on my mantle. And then I got eagle spirit. Spirit has your back. Yay. So cow spirit and eagle spirit. That is just awesome. And we just had cow spirit, I think, in the last video that I made, which is funny, really funny. Dog spirit's here too, subtly in the background. Okay, cow spirit. You're at a beautiful point in your life today, for your needs are being met effortlessly and in so many ways. Fully embrace this truth by focusing on all you have right now, including the positive relationships that sustain you, the work you are proud to do to contribute to the world, and the activities that inspire you and nourish your soul. Cow spirit nudges you to pay attention because this is the perfect time to focus on the choices, actions, and behaviors that you know feed your soul and bring your heart contentment. Now is also the time when you will see many of your projects and commitments that were set in motion in the past begin to yield valuable gifts that will bring you joy and love and sustain you for a long time to come. Didn't I just say that too? Stay positive and share your well-being with others. The more you share, the more you will manifest. So be generous. Cow spirit promises you will never run out of miracles. And I often will pray like I do. I just, no matter what's going on and how things look, I'm always going in and saying, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I know there's a miracle at hand. I know there's a miracle at hand. So this is really, if you've been saying that to yourself, like I've been, then yeah, they're saying you will never run out of miracles. So protection message is the cow spirit asks you to pay attention to how you nourish your mind, body, and spirit, because right now You are wobbling around like a newborn calf on unsteady legs. Perhaps you've been spending too much time distracting yourself on the internet or obsessing over a relationship or choosing to eat something unhealthy. Whatever it is, you've been nudged to assess how you're looking after your needs. Remember, the universe has a way of reflecting back to you the events and conditions that match how you treat yourself. So Cow Spirit reminds you that the universe wants to give you the very best, but needs you to put your part to participate and nourish your well-being. Heed her message and everything will shift in your favor. Okay, so let's look at Eagle. And then we will get on with it. Spirit has your back. Think of the eagles flying high above in the wind, soaring on the wind. High above the other birds, soaring on the wind. Eagle Spirit has appeared to ask whether you're willing to soar to new heights, even if that means solitude for a short while. Truly, all the wisdom of the world is available to you. When storms flash across the sky, it is Eagle Spirit that raises you above it, helping you conquer fear and overcome adversity, reminding you that Spirit has your back and wants you to experience life at its fullest. At this moment, you are meant to know that you have the highest of wisdom and courage within, gifted to you by Spirit and all the angels. Boldly build your nest in a lofty space, and know that now you can fly effortlessly, proudly embodying Eagle Spirit in all her glory and grace, claiming what is truly yours in divine timing. Protection message. If you are walking awkwardly and feeling embarrassed, Eagle Spirit is here to say that this is only because right now you're meant to fly. Soar over the troubles that have you feeling scared and alone. See the big picture, yet retain your eagle eye for the details that help you claim your wisdom and courage. Or perhaps you are making yourself small for the sake of getting others to accept you. Now it's time to be vulnerable and dependent, for you have the wings to fly on your own, and you need to do this at this time. There's no need to huddle in a shelter or even to seek out a flock to support you. For Eagle Spirit says you have tremendous wisdom and courage within you. Let it arise so that you may soar proudly with the angels serving as the wind beneath your wings. From these heights, you can make the best and most powerful choices for the highest good of all. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Eagle and Cow. So if you guys need, to call on those animals to help at this time, then you may do so, or any animal that's been appearing to you lately. Okay, so I'm going to do a blessing for you guys right now about, on this energy, helping you to soar above these things and to get those beautiful golden nuggets of wisdom from it and not take the other stuff on, just slough the other stuff off and take what's applicable, take whatever you can learn from, and then leave all the rest where else it needs to be. So just relax, drop your shoulders. Okay. No one else's opinion matters. Anyone who's thinking anything of you that's negative is all them projecting on you. So do not take it on and do not take it personally. It's only their own reflection of themselves. So stay neutral and just stay centered. Hamama anataihi inshinsa sekela. Hello homa ma anatai kinsa. Shishihi insisina tapumama anake. Hala anashin sisiki ipumpum umaan. Ta la hairashi sin sila hakinta empumama ana ai. Ha ikin sasena. We've got a new clean slate coming up and a brand new beginning. So you're just getting ready for that. Yes. They just said sweethearts. So Hamama natahena shin sisina takikain amahana aitadai. Rest your weary hearts, they said. It's almost over. It's almost over. Rest your weary hearts. It's almost over. Awakening and making a judgment call. Yes. So it sounds like, yes, cheering and celebration are coming. Relief is coming soon, they said. So listen to your instincts, have compassion for yourself and others, and we can ride this storm together. All right, so let's get to some of these readings. Hopefully I can get through all of them, but we'll see how my voice holds out. All right, let's see here. Oh, Lordy. Okay. JS. Hi there, Amy. Can you please tell me if my elderly mother's health will ever get better? I put her in a nursing home in late summer of 2019 because I realized she was becoming too unable to care for herself. At the time, my family and I thought it was temporary until she could get a knee and hip replacement. Then what hit, and I just don't ever see her walking again. I know she doesn't like it there. Also, what does the universe, angels, God, okay. So I'm going to address the grandmother because it's $22 a question. She just went on and asking all kinds of questions here. So, and it's long. So I'm just going to get to one because we have a lot of questions today. Okay. Oh, hello. Where did it go? All right. So let's look at grandma. I know it gets really rough. I mean, I was in the industry. I was in the senior living industry for years. And I really actually don't see her getting better. I have to be honest. However, there can be many, many different ways that she can find joy in that environment. She can help her make new friends, maybe take a look at the different activities going on in the center, and help get her like involved in some other relationships with other people. I know that's really hard with what's going on right now. God knows what they're doing in those places, but if possible, if at all possible, then just see in which ways you can bring her joy for now. I'm going to offer her some peace of mind, and maybe attract some joy to her. So that's what I feel I can do for her at this time. And I can also help minimize pain. So I'm going to do that too. Yeah, she's very unsettled about being there. She needs somebody to talk to that's kind of like a neutral person who can just really be a good sounding board. Yeah, I don't, yeah. There's like a bubbling up of upset. Like, I don't know if it's anger or frustration. It's just she wants her life back. But it's never going to be that again. It's never going to be what it was. Can she ever go back home again? In her heart, they said, in her heart. So maybe, I don't know, maybe bring some things from her home into where she's at right now. Help her feel more like she's at home, even though she's not. She could actually decline fairly quickly, so be prepared for that. If she starts talking about things that don't make any sense, just agree with her. Don't correct her. Just be like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, that's what you're seeing. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, grandma, thanks for letting us know. Or you'll be agreeable, because if you start arguing with them, it's just going to make it worse. And they start to kind of they start to, I don't know how to explain it. They get a little like delusional. So just agree, or just be understanding and compassionate toward her while she struggles through that issue. And Okay. So I'm just going to send a general, a blessing to you and your family and your grandmother, son, like everybody in your family right now, and just cover all of that and what's needed. Hama na te in sa sishihi ina ai. Hupuhu maana taike ina ai sensei. Shishihe pum hama ana taike e. Halahan sa sesena. Shishihe e la mumum ana ai. Tantan taike sansishi ike in. Tatahi ai. Okay. There we go. Okay, TW. Hi, Amy. My friend has agreed to asking this question for her. She has a chronic skin condition. She thinks it's Norwegian scabies disguised as eczema, deeply embedded in the skin. We tried everything, now using apple cider vinegar and ivermectin, which is working. What is causing this? And is there another way to permanently heal this? They say yes, that there's a way to permanently heal it. They're actually saying TLC, like her just taking really good care of herself and putting herself first. I feel like there's a lot of irritating things, especially with people around her. It feels like some people pleasing could be going on. They're saying kowtowing. And so it's kind of like giving into those with different opinions, and that's like appeasing this one, appeasing that one, and putting fires out, and it just feels like she's got to kind of stand her own ground and really think about what she wants, what she truly wants, and set some good boundaries. And show like the same face to everyone. Be like a unified face. So not being different with all these different people, but what you see is what you get with everyone you're interacting with and every environment you're in. If you can be consistent about that, then I feel like it's going to clear up. Keep going with what you're doing if it's working, but also start working on these boundaries and in being more forgiving of yourself too. So I feel like you give yourself a hard time. So maybe watch Matt Kahn's video. What is it? Something the shadows, respecting the shadows, respecting the shadow. It's a really good video. Yeah, I think that could be helpful. All right. And if you see movement behind me, the cats are asleep. Nala's up on top and Annie's down below. Okay, LM. Hi, Amy and the collective. Hope your day is beautiful and full of love. I'm spontaneously headed to Florida to meet up with a guy I met up exactly a year ago. Funny enough, I met him a night my original DM ditched me. I'm just wondering if this is potentially a true love of mine and what he's wanting from this connection. Okay. Yeah, I do feel he is. Okay. Make up for lost time. He wants to make up for lost time. He may be like a soul flame. You guys can check that out in my playlist about true love and look up a video called Different Types of True Love. He wants a new beginning. He wants to have some good conversation and give back to you. And he wants to heal the broken heart. He wants to reconcile. So I feel like he's thought about you a lot since you guys met, and he's finally ready to start taking action. Yes, he's making a judgment call that he wants victory. He wants to start feeling proud of himself rather than feeling bad about his connection with you and how it kind of just flatlined. So yeah, he wants to resurrect his relationship with you. And I feel like he has good intentions. I feel like he's solid, and I do feel like he has matured a lot. And yeah, it's like he's ready for a family. He just said family. Give your relationship a chance. So yeah, he wants to finally give it a chance, give it a shot, and have a heart-to-heart conversation with you that could heal and bring things together. All right, so I'm happy for you. That's awesome. You have to let us know how that goes. Okay, TC. Hi, Amy. The question is for me. I go to an amazing holistic or natural doctor, and we've been trying to get down to the root cause of my pain. The one pain happens usually in the early morning hours of the morning, but once I sit up, it slowly goes away and is mostly on my left side. The other pain I get once in a while is on my right side. That can happen at any time. It seems like we can't get to the root of the problem. Huh? That's really interesting. Okay. Okay. I'm going to the left side of your body to see what this is about. Hang on. This is really weird. It's like that side of your body, or the pain that comes from it, has to do with a past life. Whenever you started to feel that pain is the age that you were when it happened, and it has to do with a shark incident. So they're wanting you to address that, like to do, you could do like a divine guidance council. Look that up here on YouTube. Just put in my name and divine guidance council, and it should come up. But do it with the intention of going into the past life where you were, well, it looks like you were killed by a shark. So just look into that and see, I like to go back to a past life and kind of relive it in a way that I survive. So maybe you see the shark coming and then you decide to swim a different way, or maybe a dolphin comes up and beats the shark up, or, something like that. But use your imagination and go into that past life in a meditative state and correct it, like change the timeline. And and just change the ending. And I believe it gets you on the trajectory of a whole different timeline when you can do that, and it heals it and it erases whatever the issue was. So I'm going to send some healing energy to that. Okay, that felt better. Okay, your right side. What's going on with the right side? If I just said the right side, then I mean the other side, so don't get technical. It's whatever side I didn't address before. That's the other side. I think they're both past life issues. The other one has to do with enslavement and being like flogged. I feel like you were flogged in that life. So I get burglary, but you didn't do it. It's like you were accused of stealing or something like that, and you didn't do it. So it was really painful for you to not only go through the flogging, but the fact that you didn't do it, like, really has stuck with you. So I would do the same thing. Hold a divine guidance council meeting around it. See what you can do to change that happened. Change that ending to something else. I don't think that's how you died, but I think that it was so traumatic that it stuck with you, and it's been showing up, in these physical symptoms. So I'm putting energy towards, letting that unravel for you and for it to just come out in these divine guidance council meetings for you, and produce some good results in letting go of this issue. And once you feel the relief and you feel like, oh, good, okay, I got it, then you have to really just feel settled in that. Feel settled that the physical ailments don't have to come back anymore. Don't bring them back by hashing it again and acting like it's still there. That's one of the keys of healing, is you have to know that it fixed everything, and then that's it, and you're done. And it can be as easy and as simple as that. So everything's a placebo because everything is energy. So believe that you are healed and you will be. All right. AW. Okay, last Thursday, I told you I booked a private reading with you, and I was excited about my true love would communicate with me. And you said 9th, 10th, November 10th, wondering if is why you came up with the date for possible communication. If timelines stay on the same track, do you still feel communication from him coming in around? Whoa, okay. This is, everybody needs to hear this. Do not cling to any dates. That's why most readers do not even give dates. Timelines shift and change all the time. All you have to do is think of something differently or sit there anticipating it, and it will change the timeline. Don't get hung up on dates. I'm not even going to give you another date, because you probably did this by anticipating it. So I'm not going to do that to you again. Yes, I feel communication is coming. That's the point. That's all you need to know. Communication is coming, and it's coming soon. So don't get hung up on any dates, you guys, because then you get all discouraged and it's like, oh my gosh, it didn't happen on that date. Will it ever happen? Yes, it's happening, but you got to deal with the angst of it not having happened yet. The fact that you're sitting around waiting for it, looking at the clock and looking at the time and seeing, oh, it's the date hasn't, the fact that you're doing that means you're like sitting around twiddling your thumbs in this energy of lack. It's not here yet. Like, I have 2 days until he'll call. Oh, it's not here yet. Now all that energy just like pushes it away from you. So be in the energy of knowing that it's coming. Just know it and forget about it. Just like when you order a package, you don't sit there checking and tracking it down. Where is it? You just know that it's coming and you just let it go. So know that the communication's coming, and then work on healing whatever issues come up for you, whatever abandonment issues or angst or impatience or whatever the negative emotions that come up around that, having to wait or whatever it is. Do your healing work. This journey is all about healing. It's not about getting to be with your person. It's not about like tapping your fingers and your toes. When's he coming? That's not what this is about. This is about letting it all go and loving yourself and choosing yourself as a priority in life. Getting past people pleasing, getting past the pain and the drama of it. And it's a healing journey, period, end of story. There are no dates involved. It happens when it happens. It's all in divine timing, and they show up when they show up. And the more that you kind of hold on to it and cling to there needing to be something that happens to make you feel better, the more you're going to be putting it off. So if I were you, I would just totally let it go. Absolutely, completely let it go, like it's never going to happen, as best you can. You can also just be using affirmations in your favor. Thank you, God, so much for bringing a true love, not even that person. Thank you, God, for bringing a true love to me who just treats me so much better than I've ever been treated before, who gets me so much better than anybody, who loves me and is concerned about me way more than anybody even ever has. Somebody who's faithful to me and would never, ever hurt me, and not on purpose, like whatever you want to throw in there, I would be pouring your energy into that instead of watching the clock to see when he's coming or talking or whatever. So yes, he's coming, but you gotta just drop it. You gotta drop any anticipation of it. Okay. NF. My question is, my question is number one. Well, let's see. I have 250 shares of AMC stock, which is rumored to be extremely shorted by the bad guys, and supposed to really pop. Would I be better off selling it and investing in silver or gold? Thank you. You are awesome, and thanks for what you do. Okay, so should he let go of the AMC, or should he, okay. First of all, should he let go of the AMC? Should he let go of the AMC? Oh, well, my logic says absolutely yes, especially if it has anything to do with the dark side. But, okay. It's something about there's a lesson. It's something kind of lesson about lack in it. If we were on the phone, I could talk to you more about what that is. But okay, so okay, there. Whatever you do, don't do it in fear, is what they're saying. Like, choose for yourself. This is a bad company I don't resonate with, so I'm out of here. Don't do it because you're afraid that your money is going to get lost. You know what I mean? Choose it out of integrity. And yes, silver and gold are going to do well. Silver is going to do really, really well. If you watched my Great Awakening video recently, you would know that because I talk about that in there. So now I'm getting a clear yes to ditch AMC, but there was a little bit of a lesson in that they wanted you to see also. Should he get silver or gold? Yeah. Yeah. And they said, and be proud of your decision choosing a good company. I think many of us going forward have to be real careful about the types of, who we give our business to and why, and is it really actually helping good for the good of humanity, make more conscious decisions. Even with crypto, there's so many different crypto, but go with companies that are backed by metals and that are doing good things, So read up about them, know about them, and go with things and buy from people and buy from companies that you really feel good about going forward. Okay. JL. Lupita, my wonderful friend, a mini med bed, please, for me and my person. Okay, so the cool thing is that she's feeling a lot of like synchronicities and signs and feeling like kind of a magical energy. She said she's really in the flow and she's never really felt like that before, like really feels supported by life. And she feels like she's really, you guys are really going to be successful and you guys are really going to soar to great heights. And she's believing in you guys like never before. They're actually saying that you need to believe more. You need to know that you guys are going to great heights. Maybe be visualizing and feeling anticipatory about the wonderful times to come ahead and be kind of daydreaming and excited about the good times to come. That would definitely help you get to where she is like, she's a little bit even more excited than you are. So you guys need to both be excited right now. So get your energy up to match hers. There's definitely an energy of the two of you kind of coming together and merging. If you guys can be of the same vibratory level, vibrational level. So it would help to put your hand on your heart and just say, I love you or thank you. And just do this repeatedly so you're in this really great energy. And it feels like it's going to cause her to do the same thing. And that's when you guys will there's going to be some kind of a connect or a merging thing happening soon. Maybe within 7 days. I mean, I usually don't get times for something like that, but it's needing to happen. It's somehow needing to happen. It was contracted. It's like fate somehow. You'll even feel it, they just said. You'll feel her get into her power, and you'll feel powerful too. And then you guys will, yeah, that you guys will start like really missing each other and feeling all this love for each other, and then it's going to come together. So, yeah, try to be high vibe and be in your power. Okay. KG. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, okay. My orange tabby cat seems like he is experiencing some pain in his mouth. He broke one of his front teeth down to the gums, a few years ago. I couldn't tell if that broken off tooth is bothering him now or if it's something else. Is it the broken tooth that's bothering him right now? Is it still that broken tooth that's a problem right now? I'm getting a yes. Bacteria, maybe? Yeah, it feels like, yeah, it's sensitive. So I bet maybe go back to the vet and ask them to take a look to check for any bacteria that was left in it when they pulled the tooth out or whatever. Yeah. I mean, you definitely, well, let me see what I can do energetically too. Hala Johnson Cincinnati. Hala Poho Maanake. Shinchi Saints a Sisi Vom. Akina Tatin Sasishin. Lana Tisa. Shinchi Hike Pumpama and Tanta Ela Sensation Ikins. Okay, so see how he is after that blessing, and if he's still hurting after like 2 days, then take him to the vet and have it have him looked at for some bacteria. Okay, AM. First question, did my husband manipulate me to move to Colorado? Yeah. 2, is he, question, is the organization that I work for corrupt? No. If so, will it be taken down and when? Okay, let me feel into this. Why did he manipulate her to go to Colorado? Because he wanted to be there. Okay, so this work that she's at, it's not corrupt? No. Not at its core. There are corrupt people in it. Okay, will the corruption be corrected? Absolutely, in all ways for everyone. The new quantum financial system will not allow the corruption to continue. So just like they're saying, rest at ease. Anything corrupt in this world is going to be corrected, even within. Man, it's an exciting time to be alive, you guys, because we're going to see so much change happen. Well, it's like going to be right before our eyes, because it feels like even within a couple of months, things will look dramatically different. It's going to be. I just got exciting. It's going to be exciting. So epiphanies and realizations that bring balance. Yeah. And they're saying, don't worry, like it will rectify itself. He will be successful in those. They will be judged according to the degree of corruption that's there. It's going to get, I feel like, a cancerous tumor being taken out. So I feel like there's also going to be like a lot of changes in the employment. You're going to get new bosses or whatever. The bad apples are going to get plucked out if they don't change. Okay. MD. May I get a mini med bed to help heal my overactive bladder? I feel it is deep-rooted abuse behind it. Usually when you feel that way, it's true. So, and they just said yes. Okay. It's like being scared to death, like pissing your pants because you're so scared, kind of feel behind it. So it feels like you just need to, do that exercise where you place your hand on your heart and you just say, I love you. I love you and I will keep you safe. I love you and we can be strong no matter what we ever face. I love you. And even no matter how scary things look in your world, I've always got your back. You're okay. You are safe with me and I love you. Just even if you just say, I love you 100 times without counting. At any particular time, however you feel, just go sit down and just do this. And it'll get you back in alignment. And it will soothe that. I would even talk to your bladder. I would say put your hand on your bladder, that area, and just talk to your bladder. Say, you're doing great. You're doing really good. You can be strong. I know you can. We can heal this. You got this. And give your bladder like a vote of confidence, because our body parts hear us just like little kids do. They're very influenceable. So your body will listen to what you're saying. No matter if it's bad or good, it will listen. I feel like there's going to be improvement, but you got to address these abuse issues and let the bladder know that it's safe. Let your whole body, it feels like you're, they're saying lymphatics, but they're also saying nervous system. So whatever products you have that would soothe the nervous system and help your lymphatics, like jumping up and down on a trampoline or something, would really help. Okay. KG, a light language blessing for me and my DM current situation. Okay. So again, that was KG. Hama na tain sa sehila and na cheina. Tatai hila and tatai kense. Something about spiritual protection while you're aligning with your divine life purpose. Pampe and taiki. Being gentle with yourself, using caution, stepping carefully. Tata hena haishin sa siti tana bumama ake in. Na valuing your self-worth. And one step at a time, not expecting too much out of the connection, but just taking it one step at a time and letting it grow naturally. Okay. DK. Hi, Amy. I would like a DM check-in, please. Okay. We are communicating and he is even spending time with me. Yay. He still says a relationship with him wouldn't be fair to me. Is he working through his issues? Okay. So let me see if we're going to do a regular true love spread. I forget what I was calling those for a minute. There's a regular true love spread and there's deluxe true love spread. So the regular one, is basically looking at their head, their heart, their actions, overall energy. So we're going to do that today. All right. How's he feeling? What's he thinking about her now? And is he transforming in this? Is he transforming? Yeah, I feel like he's being kind of a martyr. And I just got yes. Okay. Yeah, he definitely wants to talk to you about going to the next level. That would mean like going from friends to a relationship and whatnot. He's also thinking about how he can heal you guys. So yeah, I would definitely say he's wanting to transform the situation. He wants to offer you commitment. He wants to offer you something substantial here. And he wants to take passionate action out of a loving place, maybe apologize from a place of integrity. So he knows that you deserve better than what's been going on, and he's actually going to take action to make that happen. Despite what he says, he's going to wrap up the unfinished business and partner up with you for healing and so that he can live his most authentic life, so both of you can really be yourselves. So he's having some kind of an epiphany or realization that's bringing a lot of healing, and he's wanting to do what he wants to do. So there might have been other people's opinions involved, and now he's breaking free of that because he feels he can have a lot of success with you in his life. So that's beautiful. Yay, you guys are going in the right direction, and I'm glad you guys are talking. Okay, DH. Hi, Amy. Thank you for all that you do for humankind. Such a blessing to find you. Thank you. I'm requesting a healing for my daughter and husband. My daughter hurt her shoulder recently and is still recovering with a lot of pain. My husband had a heart attack 6 years ago, and his circulation issues that the doctors will address. And we found out last year he has the beginning of emphysema. Please request healing for these troubled bodies. Also, I would love to know how to purchase World Truth cards. Right now, the World Truth cards are available in my services. If you go to my services, you get a World Truth reading, and then you can select the option of getting the World Truth cards with it. Okay. So daughter and husband. Okay, so daughter's shoulder. She's having trouble taking responsibility for herself. It's like she wants somebody else to make her decisions for her, so she won't have regret. If she makes the wrong one, she can just say, it's your fault that I did this or whatever. So she needs to take more personal responsibility however she can. As she grows in more confidence in listening to her own intuition and what she believes is best for her, that's going to start healing up properly. In terms of your husband, he needs to radically change his life. Like, he needs to go on some adventures. He needs to get a lot more adventurous and joyful. He needs to have his light lit up, his life lit up. Well, light lit up too, I guess. So he needs to do kind of something radical and fun and exciting to invigorate himself again and give himself a second chance or a second wind in life. Yeah, he needs some excitement. He needs to go after some kind of a hobby or interest that he's really passionate about. Okay. Okay, KS. Okay. Number 1, will my coworker ever come clean that she made false accusations against me, which has led to some internal legal matters at work? Yeah, she will. 2, what will be the outcome of this legal matter? Will the cards be flipped, figuratively speaking, since she fabricated her story? Will the outcome of the legal matter? Well, let's take a look at some cards too. Yeah, it will be positive. Positive outcome I just saw in your favor. Huh. Manatakin sasain hatnashinkain tutuhumaan. Yeah, there's going to be a judgment call. You're going to overcome the situation and have a fresh, new, clean slate. There's going to be some kind of a judgment call by somebody who's in their power. Or maybe that's you, I suppose. I don't know, but it's going to go to the next level and it's going to heal. So yes, there is a gift in this, and that could be an opportunity, or it could be winning, could be a victory, but the truth will be known, and you will stand in your power, and you will be free of the judgment. Let's see what else. You're going to be given back to, and you're going to be given a new slate, a new lease on life almost. So yeah. Let me pick a world truth card too. Wow. This involves divine guidance, timing, and the will of the divine. It is aligned with your purpose, and good will come of this. This too shall pass, and there will be peace of mind and celebration. Wow. That's awesome. Okay. TW. 30 plus year history of migraines, had many treatments and meds. Last 15 years have some kind of headache. Starts on the right side of the neck. I want to get off of Imitrex injections. What happened to my neck? What can I do to be pain-free? They just showed me Qigong, somebody doing Qigong, so you can do that. Qigong is great for just about any physical ailment at all because it like flushes. If you can see like any kind of physical ailment or pain in your body is like like a blockage or clog, Qigong flushes your system through continuously. If you have a chronic condition, you should do it 3 to 5 times a day, but as maintenance, maybe once a day, once or twice. But it's like you need some flushing out, and that would definitely help that issue. They're pointing to the back of your like occipital lobe. Hanatatain sasishi came on tatahin sasishi natake hala natakins sashi naun. Okay, so headaches are kind of my specialty, and they're like the easiest thing in the world to fix. So you can experiment with this, but since you've got such an issue with you might not believe in it. If you don't believe in it, it's not going to work. So if you can really hear me out and really believe me, then it could work. It's the first thing I learned to heal with great success every single time. It never fails. And here's what you do. Well, if you're filled with chi, it helps, filling yourself with chi energy by meditating or, boosting yourself with Tai Chi or Qigong or whatever, it can help. But you can do it just by purely trying this exercise. So I want you to imagine when you're starting to have a headache, imagine your brain and some kind of little spark going off or some kind of color or energy that's on your brain that's causing this. So you might see like a flickering black, and you're like, oh no, there's that headache, But so you want to see something visually in your mind's eye on your brain that kind of symbolizes what it looks like. It doesn't mean that that's actually what your brain looks like if you were to see it actually be looking at your brain. It's just symbolic, So just ask your guides to show you a symbol of what it looks like on your brain. It could be an apple, It doesn't even matter what you see. Whenever you see whatever you see, set the intention of, I'd like to heal this, and then just start to erase it. And if erasing doesn't work, spray Windex on it and wipe it, or try any different way that you can think of to I smooth it out or erase it somehow. But it just takes the excess energy off, and I just go till it feels smooth in a way. So try that, just try. The brain is full of water, so that I think that's why it's so easy to change, is it's so malleable and shapeable and moldable. So it's like, just see the line, or I knew somebody who had an issue with his brain and it looked like a crack, so I just smoothed over the crack and pulled it together, and smoothed it over again, and just would do that, and it would just be gone, So, however you need to play with the energy, just experiment with it and see what you can do with it, because, headaches, we don't need to deal with headaches. We can get rid of those ourselves pretty easily. Okay. And there was something about some kind of they said pestering energy. Something was pestering you, and it snuck in to that little hole back here where negative entities can get in. So they want you to deal with things that are kind of tedious, maybe things that you might feel like procrastinating about. Like just be on top of things, be on top of even the annoying things, like do something about it right away. Don't procrastinate. Okay. Okay, KM. Take a drink. KM. All right. Number one, a mini med bed for my DM and I. Okay, so let's just do that first. A mini med bed on her DM and her. Aw. He feels kind of weak and fragile, so he just reached his hand over and like held your hand for support. It's like he thinks of you as his pillar of light or strength, and he's kind of leaning on you. Does he have a physical ailment? No. It feels like emotional, mental. I asked, like, why don't you just talk to her? Like, why don't you get her on the phone or have some kind of contact with her? And he said he feels too guilty. So, well, you'd get over the guilt if you guys could have, a good, they just said collaboration. If you guys could just get on the same page, then you'll feel a lot better. You're not going to have the guilt anymore. And then you feel like you had a good, productive conversation, He's like, that's true. So maybe you just need to face it. Otherwise, you're just going to keep having that guilt following you around, and that doesn't help anything. That's true. All right. He's going to consider it. A few tarot on your DM. Okay. You guys enjoying the fall leaves? So beautiful out there. Okay. He's trying to get up courage. He's trying to figure out a way to get through his worrying and the guilt, apparently. He wants to deliver some kind of a sweet, heartfelt message to get a new beginning going on, and he wants to tell you how much he loves you. He's just trying to get up the courage, basically. Yeah, he knows you're his true love, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you're his wish fulfillment, and he knows that. So he's just planning and plotting, and in the meantime, kind of watching you. But he feels really passionate about choosing you in his life. Okay, a light language blessing for whatever healing or protection he needs. Hama anake insashi ina haikens. Shishi puma mahana anate ke ela anat sanse. I feel somebody over him. Feel somebody over here like lecturing him, shaking her finger at him, or that kind of thing, like a big overpowering woman energy. It's probably his ex or whatever she is right now. They just said yes. And I take Cain says saying that as Shane's. He's trying to get past that, that kind of being held down by somebody like that. And it's sloughing her off. I feel like he's sloughing her off for a fresh chance at you. It's like he's taking his attention off of her completely and just focusing on you. Like you are he just said the apple of his eye, and he's thinking about you right now. He really does want to reconnect and send a text or something soon. Okay, number 4, it's trippy. I've been having lots of downloads, epiphanies. I can feel myself transforming. I'm finding more and more bliss throughout the day. That's awesome. If my masculine is a mirror, what transformation and epiphanies are happening for him? Well, it would be the same ones that you're going through. So it's like when we, well, maybe not the exact same circumstances, but the same healing, the same level of healing. So let's say you just went, I, I, I don't have to take that on for myself. I'm not responsible for that person, and that just lifted off of you. I don't have to really care what's going on with them. I can just mind my own business. Oh, what a relief. If you just had something like that happen, it did for him too. For example, or if you realize, you know what, I'm just going to let the whole thing go. I'm not going to care anymore. I mean, I do love him, but I'm just going to just see what life brings me. I really feel abundant and I feel like life is supporting me. So let's just see what life brings. If you do that surrender, he will too on some level, and not obviously not with the same characters or not even necessarily the same story, but a feeling of surrender and relief, Okay. Okay. P.S. P.S. My friend Blank from Blank tells me he's been diagnosed with terminal cancer and hasn't got long left. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you do your med bed thing on him or send him healing or let me know what might help so I can pass it on? Many thanks. Yeah, let me look at that. He's gonna allow it. Okay, hang on a minute. What is this? Is this a fairy? Yes. He's got fairies around him that are supporting and helping him right now. They're making him laugh and giggle, and that's important for him. Can he recover from this? I don't think so. But they're going to offer distraction and humor and comfort. They're saying that he can lean on them for just to be a friend to talk to. Something going fast, something like maybe the end coming fast, so it's not drawn out and painful, and it's like they want it to be as peaceful and as quick as possible. They just want him to know that they're there for him, and he must have a really good heart for fairies to want to help. So that's beautiful. And they also said you're forgiven. I don't know what he feels he did, but there's something that he's felt really guilty for in his life, and they don't want him to hold on to that anymore. They want him to let it go. Hana takin sa sishiin hana on shin shehi lakin sa sishiin. He just wants somebody to be there to hold his hand and smile at him lovingly. That's really all he wants and needs right now. And anyone who can make him laugh. He just really needs to laugh right now. It would just feel really good. Okay. So number 2, after 2 years, something hunkered down in one place. I'm about to resume traveling by motorcycle around Argentina, which has a lot of police checkpoints, especially between provinces. Will I be safe from detention or coercion? Or when would be the best time? I'm about to resume traveling. They just said safe. It's springtime down here, and I want to get closer to the tropics before April. Okay, they said good idea. They're supporting you. Oh, they just showed you going like invisible, like on your motorcycle, that you'll be like invisible. So maybe be imagining that in your mind's eye, that you're invisible everywhere you go. So I'm doing a blessing to try to help you feel safe, and just have you just kind of pass through and notice, just pass on through. You'll be nervous at a couple checkpoints, one in particular, but I feel like if you smile, it's going to make all the difference. So just be friendly and smile, and it's going to get you through it. Hang on a minute. There might be a checkpoint where you you might have to. I think a distraction saves you in a way. So it might get a little bit sticky for a moment, but then something happens, like they get called or somebody goes by and like is speeding really fast or something crazy where they like take their attention off of you because it's something they don't want to deal with anyway. And then they put their focus on somewhere else. But it looks like you get through all the checkpoints okay. So just don't worry if it starts to look a little bit like sticky for one of them. Yeah, I really feel like you're gonna do fine getting through them. Wow, making deals, standing your ground. They want you to stand your ground and strategize and make deals if needed. And yeah, and they're encouraging you to go ahead and travel and heal. It could be a healing journey for you. Okay, so I need to pause real quick. Okay. AW. It's me again. I literally accidentally dialed my true love today by accident. I quickly hung up and he texted me back immediately and said, I saw you called. I'm with a client, but is everything okay? We haven't called each other in years. Only Instagram messages. I was surprised. I just answered all is well and wished him luck at the boat show. I didn't tell him it was an accident. What does Spirit have to say about this? Was the accident divinely guided? Yes, it was. He was just thinking of you when that happened, so it was a sign. Okay, so how did he feel about that interaction they had? How did he feel about that interaction they had? How did he feel about that interaction they had? I think he was very surprised. Interesting. Huh. You made him feel more comfortable to approach you, to talk to you. He wants to work real hard on celebrating with you, like taking you out for dinner or doing something social. He could also be in a state of lack, like with money. So he might be worried about his money or his job, and he wants to maybe change his job. He's going to walk away from things that are toxic and go towards you, because he is clear that you are where it's at. Pretty much, you're the grounded, mature woman who is in an abundant state of mind and has clarity, and he feels like he needs that in his life, and he's trying to go away from drama and trickery, and he wants to make a decision to come out of hiding, and he's like reassuring himself that would be okay and that this might be the time. So he wants to balance things out. He wants to balance things out with you and go forward unstoppably towards his true love. So he really does believe you guys are true love, and that that you guys have that camaraderie and rapport. And so let's see. He's strategizing on how he can fight for you. So maybe he thinks that you're with somebody. Yeah, he's choosing to have faith in the connection and to start manifesting it. So yeah, he wants to heal things between you guys. He wants to erase some mistakes that have happened and kind of start fresh. Yes, and he wants to offer his heart from a place of loving himself. So he's getting there. He's getting there. Let's see. World Truth card. This is involving something being stored, stockpiled, or held back and hidden from view, perhaps set aside for future use. He's been hiding himself. The best is yet to come, so go forward fearlessly and full of hope. That's totally what he's trying to do. You won't be sorry. It's time to assert yourself powerfully and embrace your full potential. You are guaranteed a positive outcome. So maybe that's what he's fighting for, is just to have the faith to do it, Okay. SS. SS. Happy Thankful Thursday. Will my DM be open to me Halloween weekend? We might see each other. Can you do a blessing that it will be an open-hearted and positive experience when we see each other? Yeah. Well, he's a little bit nervous, but he's also very excited. So they're saying for both of you they're like giving the energy to both of you to be open and not jump to conclusions, but ask lots of questions. Hala huma huma anakena echinse la kreke. Ha mama na tainsa. Hi. Okay. Number 2, can you do a general light language blessing for him for whatever he needs right now to have peace and clarity? Yeah. Thank you 1,000 times. They're helping him breathe, like just breathe through it. Like there's nothing that cannot be undone. He can fix anything. They're helping him like lighten up and like have a sense of humor and just not take things so seriously. Okay. Okay, so KM again. Okay, I got to read that again because I'm just like, what? That was like, okay. That is really weird the way that you put that. I wish it was simpler because it's I don't understand what you're saying, but I'm going to answer your question. Is that possible still today? I get a yes. Whatever you're talking about right there, is it possible still today? Is it possible still today? Is it possible still today? It feels like what I got was a yes, no, yes. I don't know what that means, but what was the no? It like something's been released. Something has been released in that situation. Like there's relief or release. Okay. Number 2. Let's see. Number 2. Okay. No, she hasn't done that. Okay. I can't say. I think he already figures. I think he already thinks that. I think, yeah, let's look at the cards. Well, he's thinking of you right now, but maybe he's like, yeah, see, yes, it's truth. He knows that that's true. He's thinking about that. What now? And yes, again. So, yeah, he knows. He knows about that. Okay. Sorry, guys, about the cryptic stuff. Okay. EH. Okay. Hi, Amy. In my medbed video, you mentioned that I was going to go through a leveling up on the 17th. Is there anything I need to prepare for it? Stay present. Don't let it, okay, pay attention to or watch the beginning of this video if you didn't already, because that advice applies to you. It's going to be like that. How much do you believe in yourself? They say. How much do you believe in yourself? It's a test of faith in yourself and belief in yourself. So stand your ground and know who you are, know what you are, know what you stand for, and believe in yourself and love yourself through it. And then you'll just like pop out and you'll pop out new. So that's awesome. You'll have to let me know when this happens. That'd be awesome. Okay, HF. Will my journey include crystals, tumbled rocks, tuning forks, etc.? And you mentioned Mother Teresa in the last reading. She is an evil entity. Please elaborate. She's an evil entity. I know. However, there is an energy of Mother Teresa that is representative of that other, it's like we're going to find out a lot of okay. Let's just say we find out that Eckhart Tolle isn't what he seems to be. Okay. We find out he's on the bad guy side. And we're like, oh, that's impossible. Like, oh my gosh, he's so sweet. And his cute little giggle, blah, blah, blah. That's just no way. It's like, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. There's still that how you know him now, how the way that he appears to you now, that still exists in some way, shape, or form, right? There's like I want to say consciousness. There's a consciousness that's him over here. And then there's the split off of him over here, the other part of him. So it could be that the Mother Teresa, the good Mother Teresa energy is there. And then there's the other Mother Teresa energy that's the nefarious stuff, right? So you can separate them out, and there can be a positive message about Mother Teresa. If she represents something to you, if he represents something to you that about the teachings of Mother Teresa, for example, or Eckhart Tolle's book, A New Earth, you really resonate with that book and you know it to be true. He may not have written it, but it's true and it really resonates for you. Whoever wrote the book, that those vibes really, like, that was truth for you. Don't let anybody take the actual truth away from you in either of those situations. If you believe that Mother Teresa represents this, that, and the other thing, and walking amongst the lepers and still caring for people, blah, 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 then that's the representation that you take away from. That's your takeaway. You know what I mean? So try to keep an open mind with that stuff and don't throw the baby out with the bath water. Will your journey include all that stuff that you said? Absolutely. If you resonate with it, totally. We gather all these different things and all these, we get drawn to part of like being on our life purpose means that we're following those promptings of our heart and we go toward that which we're drawn toward. So, you're going to just automatically gravitate toward all these different things. And it doesn't mean that you have to get stuck on any particular one of them or give yourself a hard time because you only read first couple chapters and put it down. You may have gotten the information that you needed in those first couple of chapters and you don't need to go any deeper than that, So yeah, just go towards that which you gravitate toward, and it's all going to be a part of your purpose and what you're here to do. If it's something that drew you in and that you were very interested in. So it's really quite simple. In the last reading, she's not Kate, not Thais. So you didn't say what I said about Mother Teresa in that reading. So I don't know, but it's like I said earlier, like take the good from it. Obviously a negative entity that the nefarious part of her was not coming through. So take the good part. We can't get all legalistic, you know what I mean? It's about having an epiphany that balances you out and like gives back to you. So there's reciprocation. Like if there's some area where, somebody needs to have give and take and like needs to admit their feelings for you, or you need to admit your feelings to them, or like some kind of a reconciliation type of feel. Angels are in charge when that's going to happen. Maybe there's something you need to balance out through having an epiphany or changing your perspective in how you're looking at something. Don't be deceiving yourself. Don't be lying to yourself. and do what you feel is right against the lies. Stand firm and have unwavering faith against lies even. And you're going to have your dreams come true. You're going to go to the next level and move past the daggers in the betrayals of your life or of our world. And you're going to come into a place of harmony and community. Okay. MS. Hi, Amy. Hope your day is blessed. Thank you for all that you do to help humanity. Last week, you helped me with one of my sweet daughters who is nonverbal, severely autistic. Oh yeah, she was so sweet. And seizures for talking. Thank you for talking with her. I'm very blessed and thankful to have been chosen to be her mom on this timeline. Now, can you help me with my husband? He is her caregiver, and he does an amazing job with her. That's so sweet. I'm so glad. He has recently woken up to the fact that we've been deceived about the C19 and the V's. I'm very grateful about this, and he supports my decision to not take the V if my work mandates it. Good. He agrees that I can get another job. That's awesome. Can you communicate with his higher self and ask him if he will wake up to the other truths, such as that the E was stolen and all the crimes against humanity, and basically how we've been lied to so much about lots of stuff? Can you send him a light language blessing to help him awaken to the truth? If his higher self accepts, and it does, yes. Hamana da tsain sa shi hi pem ba mo ke in sa hai la shin se se na he la kiti tin tan ho shukran sam san se he he o pom ha ama o na tai ha la se sen shi kitin ta tai Polo son se la anatela. Ke ho pom pa in shin se in. Hala ke pum ha an ke ana. Hala o ma anch. Se he ke natai. Ha again. Hang on a minute. He's going there. He's already naturally getting drawn to it. So yeah, I just helped him to feel a little bit more comfortable with it. Okay, CF. Hi, Amy. Thank you for everything you do. I'm from Canada. I hope the exchange rate worked out correctly. I have 2 questions. I want to ask about my relationship and anything you can tell me about its present and future. Will my partner wake up soon? Are we meant to go through this life together and teach each other more life lessons? Okay, so it does have staying power, it feels like. They said many lessons. Balance, something about balance. What was the other one? Hamashikin said, yes, there will be a waking up. And those, it's going to be continued progress in that relationship. It feels good. Always have each other's side and work as a team. Okay, 2, can you speak about the situation in Canada? Will things get better here soon? And does my future life lie in this country, or should I relocate? Should she stay in Canada? I get a no. You're not going to be staying in Canada. I just got the word province, providence, or province. Will things get better in Canada? Yeah, absolutely. How long will this be until there's some relief amongst the people in general? Feels like they're going to be watching the United States go through some celebrating first, and then there's going to spill over into Canada like in January-ish, maybe later in January. When it happens for Canada, it's like the roof gets blown off the place. It's like it's gonna blow up in a big way, in a really good way. and I don't know why I'm using that term, blow up, but it feels like yeah, just I'd see the blowing the roof off a place. Like it's going to be shocking and exciting, like really awesome, like the end of a fireworks show. Okay. Okay, CF or CH, I'm sorry, CH. Okay. Let me just read it. Well, I'm going to pause it while I read it. Hang on. Okay, so we're still with CH. And she says, "Hi, Amy. I just had my first remote reading with you yesterday, and I wanted to send a thank you. I was mostly quiet, just taking it all in, and it was very impactful, validating, and a blast. The fastest 45 minutes of my life. In a previous live, you told me that it would be worth the wait, and you weren't kidding. You have an incredible gift, and I'm so thankful for being introduced to you. Thank you. Sending you all the best." Okay, so she's got a couple questions. Okay, so let me get you more information about that question number one. Gosh, I don't, it's kind of like they just want you to let it unfold naturally, not like try too hard to cling to it and figure it out. And because you'll just frustrate yourself. So just let it happen naturally. Just let him come to you. So I'm going to send him a light language blessing to encourage him that, to come forward. And, he is scrambling to come up with an excuse. I already told you how you guys met. So I thought I did. No, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, he was with somebody else when you guys met. He's got a little bit more healing to do, having left that relationship or whatnot. But as soon as he definitely like has you on the forefront of his mind. And I'm encouraging that idea. Like, go ahead, talk to her, reach out to her. So I guess anybody who reaches out to you and they're now single and they were married before, that could be him. You would like him also, otherwise he wouldn't have come up. You know what I mean? He's a big potential. He's mentioning something. I don't know, maybe skeet shooting or something kind of different that you weren't used to. You were like, "What is that?" Or tell me more about that, or something. There was something that he mentioned when you guys were together that he's going to mention that again when you guys get back together, like when he talks to you next. Okay. And number two, I'm currently self-employed, but feeling less fulfilled in my career. I want to find a more meaningful career where I can make a difference and impact and be of service. Will she be making this career change? Yeah. Later though. Okay. Hama nake sasishiin ha'apomama ke na tai. Sansa he en chin sa se he kele pomamahana. Oh, interesting. Well, really interesting. Looks like you might either become a stepmother, or you might be adopting a daughter, or you might just be helping a young girl. But it's part of your purpose. That's not going to be your career, I don't think, but because I can't imagine what that would be. But they're showing it to you nonetheless as something that's coming up for you. What is that? Hipimashikon hamaki ina ansa. Shelana datain sa sisikin hapum on. It's really weird. They're not showing me. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's almost like you're not doing anything. I don't know if it's that you're retired or that, yeah, you're just standing there looking at me. I'm like, are you like trying to figure out like what you're doing in the future, like with your career? Maybe you're not supposed to know. Well, hang on, I'm getting a glimpse. Some kind of public speaking is coming up for you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been getting this for so many people who've been coming to me lately. Like that your dream is too big, Like, so if you were told, you'd get scared. So for some of you in a situation like this, like they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. But it's going to be big. Like they said, dream big because you're creating it. So, okay. They want you to use an affirmation. Thank you, God, so much for helping me find something that I can do with my time and bring money in that makes me so happy and fulfilled that I would do it for free. Something that's just so fulfilling to my heart that I just feel so, so grateful for every day when I wake up. I love this new career. I'm so excited about my new path, and I can't wait to get to going on it. Something like that. There's a yes. Or be daydreaming about it. An awakening happened. Maybe it has to do with the Great Awakening also. Like it's something, yes. So many of us are going to be called up into things we've never even done before. And never, yeah, look at that, changing career. It might be something that's brand new and created, something we didn't have a job for before, something like that, or didn't have a name for before, or we didn't, there wasn't that occupation. I mean, we're going through so many changes right now. So many new things happening. So they're saying, yes, you're manifesting a gift from God. Don't ignore it when it comes. Move on it very quickly. So I guess as something like a brand new fresh start is coming. So just be ready to jump on the opportunity when it comes. Okay. AS. So my DM recently told me he's separating from a karmic and staying in a hotel until he finds a place. I hinted to him about moving here to AZ where I'm at. Would he ever consider moving here? His thoughts, please. Hapama, he said yes. He wants to make sure that he doesn't bring the toxicity from that relationship into your relationship. He knows he needs to do some healing first. He does want to be closer to you. And he does even like the idea of Arizona. Yeah. Yeah, he wants the end of a difficult period and to go express his feelings to you there. And he does believe he can have his dreams come true. And this is about a road trip. Can be. So he's coming to balance things out with you and go forward unstoppably into his dreams come true. He just has to get up the strength for this to come together and to break through his worries, bringing the old stuff forward and come to you when he feels like grounded and mature. And he's made sure that everything's been left in place. And it's all been like taken care of and dispersed. It's like, like he wants to close the chapter successfully and feel good about it before moving forward. He's got to step into his power as the emperor. Okay. SS. Hi, my cat always sits or lays in the hallway of my apartment staring at the wall where my vacuum cleaner is at night. Is there anything I should worry about? No, nothing worth worrying about. Oh, interesting. Hang on a minute. There seems to be a portal there. It's a small portal. Oh, it's an animal portal. They don't come through though. Somehow it's been sealed off. But every once in a while, there's like a light in a tunnel. That's what the cat is seeing. Like there's like, it's like, I don't know, even know how to explain it. Like if this is a wall, there's like a hole here, but it's sealed off with like glass, right? But there's still like a tunnel. And then there's a light shining so he can see like a shimmering light. Fairies come through. Oh, so it's a positive thing. It doesn't feel like a bad thing. Is it a good thing? Yeah, it's a good thing. So who sealed it off or what sealed it off? It got sealed off by somebody who used to live there that was negative. It was a positive energy that was coming through. Somebody like worked with fairies or something, because fairies and animals and plants all go kind of hand in hand. Should she reopen the portal? No, because it was done by magic and they're just like, just leave it be. Okay, so let's see if I can seal it up maybe a little bit better so that the cat isn't distracted by it, looking at it all the time. All right. It looks like a wall now, so you're good. Yeah, I don't think you're going to see that anymore. I mean, the cat may be going and looking at it to see if it's still there, but I don't think there's an issue. Okay, MC. Hi, Amy. Hope you're feeling better. Thank you. Thank you for all that you do. I started to listen to you since the Michelle Fielding video, and I always look forward to listening to you. You simply are amazing. Thank you. And once I am settled in my new home, I really want to learn more from you and look at all the resources and become a Patreon member of yours. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. I recently asked about my condo selling and you said that it would sell faster than I thought. So I'm worried about that. It's going to be listed tomorrow okay. I've tried to do a Divine Guidance Council meeting, but not able to get anything on selecting my new home. I go to sleep asking for guidance or before I enter to tour an apartment for a sign. I am a single mom and don't want to make a mistake and not pick the right place for my daughter, parents, and I. I'm looking to rent since I don't want to deal with all that comes with buying. So can you help me select the best option that will be safe for my daughter and I, my parents, travel out of the country, but haven't because of the V, but will once again, and then it is just two. I don't worry about money. I feel money is coming. I feel abundance coming soon. Which one of the two complexes would be right for me? Oh, okay. Of these two that she says, we'll just say that the first one is number one, the second one's number two. Okay, so which one is better for her, please? The first one or the second one? The second one or the second one? Why? More peaceful, more spacious, quiet, like a sanctuary. You're going to feel, if you haven't toured it yet, you're going to feel a sense of peace and optimism there. I think you're going to be looking out at trees. And that could be a sign for you, like that you're looking out at trees. Like it's a pretty view. What about the other one? They said wrong. You would feel that though. I don't know if you've been there or not. I don't understand if you were there or not. Is it right to be renting? Yeah. It'll feel right. They're saying it'll feel right. It'll feel light and peaceful and like it's just the right thing. You'll feel a sense of relief. It might be like one long counter. Like there would be the kitchen, the back of the kitchen, and then a long counter, one long counter. So there's not like a lot of space in the kitchen. It's just pretty narrow. But yeah, so that might describe the place you're going. That might help you narrow it down. There's going to be some kind of a sound there, like while you're touring or something. That might be like a chime, or might be like a it's some kind of it's a good sound. But when you hear that sound, I think that's going to be your sign. Okay. All right, let's just take a look here and see what's going on in PayPal right now. Looks like we're all caught up. Yay, we did it under 2 hours, guys. All right, so let me just check. Oops. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Okay. So we'll do the general blessing now. So just drop your shoulders, relax. As long as your request is within everybody's free will and within, if it's for the good of everybody involved, then it will be amplified or granted, or it'll just be helped along. Hama na taikin sa sashihi ilo pumumahan. Hela hana shikin sa sikiin. Hala ana pum pamaan a hela shin sa siki na taike ela tata nda pum pamaa ke insena shishi ina shake ke insena. They did say that if any of you are feeling the energy of the beginning of this video, it's not a curse, it's not black magic, it's just planetary energies right now, and they're really intense. So they said, just make sure that you get rest when you need to, and take your time out and take your bath and just really tend to yourself. Get some chicken soup or whatever, makes you feel good. And don't engage in battles. They just said, don't engage in battles. Keep the peace. Be kind. Be patient. Be compassionate. And they said, and this too shall pass. For some reason, I'm feeling like grabbing maybe a couple world truth cards. Nefarious people are still hard at work behind the scenes to take down humanity and enslave them, but there aren't as many of them as there are us if we are smart and stand up against them. I think that, when you read these cards, these are the world truth cards, there might be a particular part that really resonates and pops out. It might not be the whole thing literally. And what I felt with this is stand up against the mandates, stand up against the tyranny. For your own, it feels like even for you feeling good about yourself, for you having integrity and honor, and for you making a decision based on integrity. And also, I feel like because on the other side of this, you're going to be super proud of yourself and celebrating that you made the right decision, because we are going to succeed at this. So don't give in to, you're not buying your freedom. You're buying, imprisonment by giving into it. This has come to, or is soon to come to, a happy ending. That's just confirmation. It has played itself out and is being resolved now. Relief is at hand. Thank you, God. Okay, so there could be there could be something in your life that's kind of an issue or an irritant that could turn into a long-term situation if you keep in your head about it. If you don't drop down into your heart and express from the heart and stay present in the moment, then you might continue to have it be like unresolved for a while. There are many beneficial things replacing the old things meant to harm us. Believe and look forward to these great solutions and changes. So there's this really great quote that I just put in Instagram. Let's see what it says. Oh, that's funny. Somebody said, This has been the most karmic Mercury retrograde I've ever experienced in my life. I'm clearing the way for blessings, and I can feel it. So that wasn't what I was going to read, but basically, it's important that we keep our attention on what we're trying to create in the future by cultivating it here, by staying in a state of gratitude. And I talked about this, I think, the last video, but putting your hand on your heart and saying thank you, even in difficult times when hard things are happening, it helps you to look for, it's kind of a shortcut to the thank you, God, for my misery exercise. It makes you say, you know what, I am thankful, actually, I am. Here's what I'm thankful for, and here's what this is showing me, and this is what's happening as a result, and these are the benefits I can see, and this is why this is happening. Okay. And I'll help you kind of settle into it and get more in your power rather than feeling like a victim, So make sure that whatever you're going through, you just keep coming back to this, keep coming back to your heart and saying, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this. Thank you for this. Thank you for this. Because I know miracles are coming as a result. And I know that breakthroughs are at hand. And I know that epiphanies are coming. And I know that great change is happening as a result. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the cleansing of my soul, the cleansing of my mind, the cleansing of our society. Thank you so much for this wonderful purging that's happening, even though it's incredibly uncomfortable. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, God. And it's to keeping that attitude and that acceptance and that flow with the universe is really just going to help you. Acceptance brings more of the good stuff, and resistance brings more of the stuff you don't like. So it's going to keep you in the right vibration to attract what you're trying to attract right now. Okay, guys, have yourselves a beautiful day. Thank you for bearing with me and not doing the live today. Hopefully I can do this as a premiere so that I can chat with you guys while we're watching it together. So I will talk to you later. Bye.